Hi, my name is Jacqueline Elizabeth, and I will be playing Trudy.
Hello, my name's C.S. Ferguson Fox, and I will be playing Sarah. I'm glad you came, Trudy. It's been a long time. I don't think you've even ever been to this apartment.
Well, I've been busy.
Mom tells me about your research at the university. Impressive.
I work with some world class scientists. How's your work?
Helping couples dissolve their marriages. What could be more rewarding?
You're the one that wanted to be a lawyer.
It may not exactly be defending the innocent, but it pays the student loans.
Hmm. So you said you wanted to talk to me about something?
It's funny, isn't it? Here we are, two sisters living in the same city, yet we only ever see each other back home in GREYSTON on holidays.
Well, it's hard to keep in touch.
Not really. There's social media, if nothing else. I know. Got your issues with that.
Privacy, you know.
That's why I called you. I figured you wouldn't have seen it on Facebook. You probably don't read the GREYSTON newspaper. So,
Look, Sarah, I don't have all day, so if you could get to the point, I would.
Jason died.
What?
Jason died. Jason Kavner.
No.
4 days ago.
4 days ago? Wednesday?
Of an overdose. Um, Opiates?
Jason?
We don't know if he meant it or not. Apparently, he'd taken a lot, but he had a prescription. Not sure what for. He may have been stockpiling pills to end it all, or he just wanted to get high. Maybe he was dope sick and overdid it. I mean, he wasn't known to be a druggie.
I can't believe that he would. And
What?
I just wish I had kept in better touch with him.
What do you think happened?
How would I know?
You two were such good friends. He and I were friends too, but you two were best
In
friends.
high school, a decade ago.
You used to talk with him every night. You used to brag about how you two had this mind meld. Jason and I have this mind meld. Star Trek nerds.
I just thought it sounded cool.
Smartest girl in the class showing off.
To the prettiest girl who didn't have to.
Don't start.
Just saying.
Did you see any signs of depression back then? That kind of ideation?
I was a teenager. I didn't know the signs of ideation. It couldn't have been suicide. It had to be accidental.
Did he ever talk to you about your problems, family stuff, drug use?
I wasn't his therapist. We talked about science fiction and physics. He was the one person I could talk physics with that wouldn't ridicule me for it. He had such a great mind. What a waste.
When did you last see him?
I don't know.
Mm.
I can't remember.
Try to.
Why does it matter?
I just need to know. Trudy, I know you saw Jason last Wednesday, the day he died.
What? How?
Because he came to me after he saw you.
And you tell me this now? Why didn't you tell me that from the start?
I know how defensive you get. Guarded.
Is it any wonder?
Didn't want you to
Have a chance to formulate a response? This is such bullshit. You tell me. What did he say to you?
Trudy,
You tell me.
I will, if you tell me what happened with you.
Oh my God.
That's the deal. Trudy, our friend is married tomorrow. Possibly because we need to talk about this.
All right. You first.
He said he'd drop by the lab where you work, but you didn't have much time. We'd had a thing a couple years ago.
You did? And you never told me?
It wasn't me that stopped returning calls, Trudy. You pulled away. And I stopped beating my head against the wall. Look, the thing with Jason was never serious anyway. Just a 3 weeks friends with benefits kind of thing. And I was on the rebound from Ryan. You know how these things go. And it just.
No, I actually don't.
Well, you know what I mean. I was lonely. And Jason was always so nice, such a nice guy. But he was distant emotionally. It never felt really right. So I ended it. And he didn't seem to mind.
I had no idea.
Anyway, when he came by on Wednesday, after he saw you, he tried to start things up again. There was this desperate quality to him. It was unappealing. I told him it wasn't going to happen. We could have coffee sometime, but well, he left, and God, I hope he's not somewhere out there hearing this. But I was glad to see him go. I had no idea he would go back to GREYSTON. Trudy, you have to tell me what he said to you. What happened before I saw him? I have to know.
You want to blame me, huh?
No. I want to know that there was something else. That he had an addiction or a mental illness or anything. I can't stand thinking that there was something that I did that was the last straw for an old friend, and
who you fucked when you were lonely, but sent away when he needed you.
What did you say to him? What did he tell you? Because all he told me was that you didn't have time for him. And now with what's happened, I have a whole lot of questions about that. I wouldn't have sex with him, but you wouldn't talk to him. What happened Wednesday? You made a deal.
I was at work. I got a message that an old friend from GREYSTON wanted to see me. You know, my research gets pretty intense, so I was irritated at being interrupted. But to be honest, I was more irritated at the arrogance. For 3 years in high school, I was in love with him, and he never saw me as anything but a buddy, even after we...
You were in love with?
You had to realize.
I didn't. You never told me.
I didn't tell you because I knew he would never love me back. Not that way. And you had so many guys in love with you, girls too, for that matter.
You should have been together. I'd always thought so.
Never would have happened. Smart guys get pretty girls. Even after we had sex.
You had sex with him?
One time after senior prom, we'd gone together as friends.
You didn't need to worry about getting pregnant. You always said girls who do that are idiots.
They are! But I thought he finally loved me and it would somehow seal the deal. Oh. I thought the fact that he wanted me that way that night meant something. I didn't realize that 18-year-old boys are almost always in a state of arousal and will fuck anything with 2 legs.
All right. So what happened?
I waited for him to call the next day. I couldn't wait to talk to him about it. It was delicious to share the secret with him. Even though the sex had been terrible. Crammed into the bucket seat of his Honda and, you know, the first time. But he didn't call. And he didn't call the next day or the next. When he finally did call, it was to apologize for taking advantage of the situation. He hoped I would understand and we could still be friends. I tried to play it off as no big deal, but inside... Anyway, we drifted apart after that. Then I went to college and started a new life, thank God.
I'm sorry he did that to you, True.
Oh my God, don't you be sorry for me. Be mad for me. He was a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Fuck him.
That's right. Fuck him.
Fuck
him. Fuck
him.
Fuck him. Fuck him. Oh my God.
What happened Wednesday after he dropped by the lab before you came to my place?
I made him wait until I was done with work. I was going to show him. When I saw him, he told me he missed me, missed our friendship. He needed a friend, someone to talk to. And he took my hand and said, maybe we could go out sometime. Now you want me? I thought. Now that I've got a life for myself, work I'm passionate about, with colleagues I admire and respect who feel the same about me, now that I have friends I really connect with, brilliant, witty, interesting people, now that I have all that, you want me? Huh. Well, if you want me, you're going to have to work for it, I thought. So I told him I was busy in the next few weeks and didn't have time for him. I showed him, all right. You know, I never even thought about what he needed to talk about, why he needed a friend.
You could not have known.
I could have, if I'd listened. He needed a friend and I wasn't there for him. I was the fucking asshole.
I was too. funeral is tomorrow. We should go.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. What if people know I saw him and think I failed it? What if I did fail it?
What if I did? Well, we both did. Life failed him. We weren't there for him.
I don't know if I can face all those people under those circumstances. All those people who saw me as Sarah's pathetic little sister.
You weren't ever seen as pathetic.
Oh.
You were the brilliant one. We have to go to that funeral. Who was our friend?
It will be awful.
We can go together. I'll be there for you. And maybe you can be there for me. If anyone looks at us funny, we'll tell them to fuck themselves.
Maybe it'll be less awful that way.
Right. We'll be there for each other. And it'll be less awful.